Hey guys, welcome back into the shop. Today we're going to finish up this little three-part video series on how to make this Wahoo board game. I'm sure the series should have been limited to one video, but as somebody commented in one of the comments in one of the videos, I like to jabber. That's just me. Sorry. So let's take you down here to the table saw and I'll show you what we're working with. Okay, so as you can see, I have taken and painted the board game, all the different colors it needs to be. Chose those colors because they're pretty standard game colors and you can find the marbles to match, which I did find on Amazon. And I'll show you that at the end. So we've got that finished up. What we have here is the 4 pieces for our frame. And then we have what I told you guys in the last video was one of my favorite tools of all time. This is the Incra Eye Box. Incra makes some really good stuff, real accurate stuff. And basically what this thing is for making box joints. Instead of making your own jigs and whatnot, this thing right here is user adjustable. I'm not going to get into how this whole thing works and whatnot, but you know, you can see you got your little adjustable finger there. You got it just is a bunch of stuff that adjusts on it. You can do any size up to I think maybe an inch, maybe even more, but I usually stick to 1/4 inch, but that's the eye box and I'm going to show you how it works, so you'll get to see me using it. But I've got it all adjusted, I've got everything measured out. Hopefully my measurements are correct. I'm going to make a finger jointed box frame and I'm going to recess this thing 1/4 inch on each side into it. And I'll put some dados in it and we'll go through that. Hopefully all my measurements are correct, and if not, you'll know because I won't edit it out. But let's get to work and see what we come up with. Alright guys, so as you can see, the outer frame is completely finished, and what we're left with is a nice box joint. However, when you dado all the way through, you end up getting something like that unless you stop, you know, about halfway and then chisel out the rest by hand. However, that is easily fixed with a little piece of scrap wood and some glue. Not an issue. And what we'll do is we'll glue everything up and then we'll go in and we'll fix those little holes. But that's basically it. Everything fits together just perfect. And what I'm going to end up doing is staining the outer frame and then gluing everything together, because I want the wood on top to stay this blonde color and I want this to be a little darker. If you wanted to go fancier and not have to mess with stain, obviously you'd use a darker like walnut or an oak or something, and then your lighter wood on top, no stain required. But this is just a cheap project, and so here it is, and we'll finish up with staining and gluing, so check it out. Okay guys, so here's the almost finished product. All we have left to do is to sand down these little fingers that stick out a little bit, maybe fill that in, maybe even not. I don't know, oh, let me get that on camera. We'll see, depends on what it looks like. Really, I'm not awfully worried about it with a board game, especially one that we're gonna be using ourselves. But just know that, you know, if you were gonna sell this or something, you probably wanna fill those in. So I'm gonna get to sanding this thing, and then as soon as we get done with that, we'll reapply some stain in a few spots to even it out, and we'll get done with sealing it up.